Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And y'all, I came in to weigh in on Gorilla Glue Girl. Now, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. When I thought about doing this story, I had all kinds of jokes and, you know, probably said some of the same stuff that y'all have been thinking. But before I came on to do the video, I read her story again. And I'm not going to go the route of clowning her because, this is just, first of all, it's not nice. But secondly, it's, when I read the story, I felt a little empathy for her. So if I'm getting the story correct, this is what happened. She was on her way out to work, rushing, and had run out of hairspray. Now, y'all, I'm trying not to laugh. She thought it would be a good idea to use this Gorilla Glue spray on her hair to hold it in place. Now, y'all, here's where I depart a little bit with her. Because think of Gorilla Glue. Think of what you use it for. I had an end table that my son and my nephew were messing around, and they ended up breaking the leg, my end table leg off. Y'all, when I tell you I went out and bought that Gorilla Glue and put it on there, and I haven't thought about it since. The table is good as new. You would never know that this table, that my big overgrown son and my nephew had kicked the leg off of it. So it would have never dawned on me to use that in my hair. Okay? Now, I'm trying to be kind here. I remember when I was younger, my grandfather used to say that there are people that have a whole bunch of book sense, but they don't have common sense. Now, the reason why I bring that up is looking at the picture here, I thought she was a young girl, like maybe in her early 20s, black don't crack. So I thought she was a young girl. But after I read her story, I realized that she has 5 children. She owns 2 businesses, a little daycare, and a dance group. Okay? So this is not a young woman with, just trying things on her hair. This is a woman, a mother, a business owner. But I think it goes back to what my grandfather says about some people having a whole bunch of book sense, because she has sense enough to start her 2 businesses, something that a lot of us have not been able to do, you know. So you got to give her props on doing that. But I think either I'm going to give her, an excuse. Either she really clearly wasn't thinking, or she don't have common sense. Because, like I said, that that end table that my son and my nephew jacked up is standing now to this day. Because Gorilla Glue glued the hell out of it. But as I was reading the story, I also thought about something else. As black women, we're always trying to find something to keep our hair healthy, to keep it strong, to keep it in place, to keep it looking silky, to keep it doing this, to keep it doing that. We're always doing that. And what made me calm myself down from clowning her is because I think about the things that I have done in the past, especially when I was younger, to my hair, and ended up in a, bad situation, y'all, where this woman finds herself. Now, I've heard that she was able to raise money, and she's going to use that money to go to Hollywood to this cosmetic surgeon. Now, the surgeon actually offered to help treat her for free. So she's not using the money to, see the Hollywood surgeon. I guess she's going to use it to get there and probably stay in a hotel while she receives the treatment that she's going to need. I also heard that she was able to cut off her ponytail, giving her a little relief from what she's experiencing, because I think they said she's having headaches, and she was told by the hospital that in some places, once they finally get this stuff out of her hair, that she may have damaged her scalp and no hair will grow there in the future. So I can imagine that this young woman is, really in a bad place. She also says that it's bothering her, the blowback that she's getting from social media. And I know a lot of people will say, well, why did you bring it onto social media? And she says that the reason why she did is because she didn't know what else to do. She said that a lot of times when we are searching for an answer to something, we Google it, we do a video or something because there's always somebody out there that has a remedy for whatever you're going through. And she said she didn't come on to get any clout or she wasn't trying to look for fame. She simply ran out of options. She didn't know what else to do, and she was frantic. You know, so that's why I chose not to do this video, clowning her. Because I know that as black women, we make mistakes with our hair. I've done it myself. I know when I was younger, I didn't know anything about hair dye. All I knew is I wanted a little bit of color in my hair, and I had never, colored my hair before. I should have went to a beauty salon and let them do it. I think I probably was like 22 or something, and I was gonna give myself a kitchen color, y'all. And not understanding that, you need to keep the color on a little bit longer. The longer you have it on, the darker it gets, y'all. I did it like shampoo. I put it in, and I had like I think I chose this auburn color. Now, had I left it on, long enough for the color to really set and get the deep auburn that I was looking for, it probably would have looked good. But being young and stupid, I, put it in my hair and rinsed it right back out. Y'all, I came out looking like a short redhead hooker because child, it was so light. And then again, also too, being young, I didn't even realize that I could have gone to a beauty salon after I had made the mistake and let them work with it to get it down to a color that, looked better with my complexion. I'm a chocolate girl. And that red that I had in my hair was like too much, y'all. It was too much. I remember after I had did it, I was in a panic and I hurried up and rushed and went over to my mother's house because at the time I wasn't living at home. And, I had called my mother and told her I did something with my hair. And, oh my God, I look like a little hooker. My hair is so red, blah, blah, blah. And so my mother was like, she laughed and she said, well, come over, let me see, what you did. And I remember my mother opened up the door. My mother laughed so hard and so long. I had never seen my mother get that tickled in all of my 22 years on the earth. My mother couldn't even breathe. Her stomach, she had to sit down. She was cracking up. And I remember her telling me to go to the salon. But I guess I don't know why I didn't listen to her. Well, y'all, let me just say this. It took months for my hair to grow out. Now, as it grew out and it started getting like a kind of a streaky look with my new growth and the red that was in it, it it looked okay. And what my mother told me to do, you know, is she said when you go to work, you don't go in like you made a mistake. Go in like this is what you intended. She said because if you give it to them, they're gonna take it and run. If you let them think that this was not intended, then they're gonna talk about you. But if you go in there and own that red, you know, my mother was like, then they will own it with you. And that's what I did. But I didn't intend that, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing. And that's why I can have empathy and sympathy for this woman. Now, y'all, once I know that she's okay and maybe that, she's found out that her hair will grow back, maybe she goes to the shop and get treatments for her scalp and all that. Once I know that this chick is okay, I might have to come back and crack on her, y'all, because this shit, when I saw it, I was like, what the hell was she thinking? And y'all know that even though we feel sorry for her, y'all know y'all got some jokes. Y'all know y'all do. And then someone else had mentioned something about that, looking at the contacts that she has in, her extended lashes, and they were saying something like she's so busy not trying to not be who she is, a black woman. This is why she went to such extremes. And, you know, before I read the story, I probably would have thought that too. But you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And that's why I read her words and, you know, try to understand where her head was when she did this and the aftermath. She even talked about how it's affecting her children. She said, y'all forgive me, Lord, forgive me. She said that after her daughter understood what had happened, her daughter was like, you ain't doing my hair no more. No, bitch. You ain't doing my hair. Well, the daughter ain't called her no B or nothing, but her baby told her, I don't think so, Mom. I don't think I want you doing my hair. And she said she thought her daughter was joking, but her daughter wasn't playing. Now, she didn't say how old this child was, but evidently the baby don't want mama fucking with her hair no more. Child. Like I said, I'm trying, y'all, not to crack on her, but this shit, when you really think about it too, it is kind of funny. God forgive me, because I know that ain't right. Y'all, let me know down in the comments what y'all think. Were y'all like me? When you heard about it, you had all these jokes ready, but as you thought about it, you said, girl, don't do that. This poor woman. Because if her hair does not grow back, that is chemicals, like really harsh industrial stem chemicals seeping down into your scalp and your hair follicles. Ooh, I can only imagine what it's doing to her scalp. So that's where I came from, where I pull my empathy and sympathy for her from. Just thinking about what those chemicals are doing to that child's scalp. But let me know down in the comments what y'all think. And let me know if you at first, God forgive me, I got to keep saying it, y'all, God forgive me. If you at first had a couple chuckles over it and then got down to business with your empathy and sympathy. As always, y'all, thanks for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Double up if you can breathe with it. Take care. Bye-bye.